Hey everyone, this is John and we have our new video today about synonyms and antonyms. In this video we're going to look at synonyms and antonyms for difficult. So we're going to start off with the words that are very similar to difficult, that have the same meaning roughly. And the basic sentence you could say is this test will be difficult or this test is difficult. So instead of always using this word, we can use some of these ones here, such as arduous, challenging, demanding, problematic, and tough. So you may know some of these words, but hopefully you will see some new ones here. And one that you probably have not heard of is arduous. And this is something that requires a lot of energy or is very tiring, as well as being difficult. So all of these do mean difficult. So challenging is also something that tests your abilities. Next we have demanding, so something that is difficult but also requires a lot of skill or effort. Challenging and demanding are similar, but demanding can also be used to describe something that takes up a lot of time as well. You can say, for example, your schoolwork is very demanding, but you can also say your pet is very demanding, like your cat. You have to spend a lot of time taking care of it. In this case, it doesn't always mean difficult, but it does mean it takes a lot of time. Next we have problematic, and this is very simply just something that presents a problem or is a problem. And finally we have tough, something that is hard or difficult. And you can also use this word tough to describe a person. If a person is tough, that means they're not easily hurt or they can handle a lot of issues or problems. But in general, this word just means something that is difficult. So let's look at our ranking of these words. Again, just down to my personal opinion, it can be hard to place these in order of what is the most and what is the least difficult. But I would say that challenging and problematic, in my own opinion, are probably the least difficult, because just because something is a challenge or presents a problem doesn't mean that it is necessarily very difficult. And finally, arduous is definitely the most difficult. So we would use this word to describe, for example, climbing up a mountain. This is arduous. It's very, very difficult. It takes a lot of energy. And next we have the antonyms for difficult. So this is things that mean the opposite. For example, this assignment is easy. So instead of saying easy, we can say effortless, trivial, straightforward, a piece of cake, and basic. So this assignment is effortless. It's quite simple. It just requires no effort. So super easy. Next we have trivial. So this is something that is very easy to solve. So if you said the work is trivial, it's easy to do, easy to solve. Or it can also mean it has little importance. So if something is trivial to you, if you think that, for example, politics is trivial, it means you don't care about it. It's no importance to you. Next we have straightforward. So this is obviously something that's easy to do or understand. So you just straightforward, walk in a straight line, just point A to point B. There's no problems. And next, piece of cake. I think it's something we've all heard before. It's just something very simple to do. And lastly, basic. Again, something very simple. So all these words mean easy. And here is my ranking of these words. So I would say straightforward is probably the least easy. The reason why is because straightforward, it means you know exactly how to do it, but it might still present some small problems. But piece of cake is something so easy that you don't even have to think about it, you just do it. Same with effortless, so little effort, you just do it without even thinking. So guys, that is the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned some new words. You can tune in for my next video tomorrow and we'll go through some more synonyms and antonyms of common phrases and words. But until then, thank you very much for watching and goodbye.